I have not heard a good reason why it shouldn't be allowed. People start talking about, oh, well, what people are going to be all promiscuous and or whatnot, and it's like, what is that saying about the different genders if that's your excuse for why people of the opposite sex can't be in the same house together?
I think it would be a great thing to have at Poly. I know when I was a freshman, even though I don't identify as gay, I am a really big ally, and I generally don't like living with girls. So I would have been more comfortable if there was a little bit more of a mix-up possible for me. So I think it's important not just for the LGBT community, but realizing that everybody's different and has different preferences and is used to different situations in their own home environment, and it would be maybe a smoother transition for them.
Regardless of how you identify, having the opportunity to just live with people, I think is pretty important. I think, we're all mature adults in college. Well, a lot of us are pretty mature adults. But I think, granting students the right to kind of make that their own decision in terms of do they want to live with the same gender, a different gender, is a pretty, I would say, necessary thing to kind of grant students that right to make that choice.
If you're going to promote diversity on campus, you should allow people to live their own lives however they want to live it, and not just have a space for one type of person to live.
It's an option that you would opt into if you're uncomfortable living with someone of the same gender. And there are people who are uncomfortable. For example, if you're a transgendered person and you were born, let's say, biologically male, and then your roommate would then be placed as a male person, and that can be really uncomfortable for you. So you should have the option, if you so choose, to live in a place where you feel most comfortable. And it just seems inappropriate to block someone from having that ability if it's going to impede their progress at college.
I guess in the end, I respect the fact that they want their process with it and that they're trying to do it successfully. But I think I'd just like to know what that process consists of, because I think I'd be a lot less aggressive with being frustrated about it, or a lot less angsty about it if I knew exactly what was going on. Because it's a little bothersome to hear, oh yeah, it's in the works, oh it's promised, oh it's not, and always fluctuating with it, and no one really knows exactly what's going on with it at whatever level it even is. And so I think understanding that and making that clear to the students that are concerned about this issue, I think would really help to maybe bring a little transparency that's necessary.
I felt pressured to be not macho, but just, pressured to not be out about myself. And I mean, I was comfortable enough where I would, I didn't spend a lot of time there because of that fact, so I would, go out with my friends or come to the UU and just hang out with them there, and I would be out there. But when I came back to sleep, I went back into the closet, if you will. I never, and because of that fact, I kind of just touched on it, but I didn't spend a lot of time in my dorm. And so I feel like you should feel like somewhere is your home. So if you should feel like you want to be able to come home and not be afraid to come home, kind of thing.